because it's traded at a volume of around $1 billion. Yes, I said $1 billion. Howdy folks, Kevin here with Entertaining Entropy. Do you like horses? I bet you don't like the way horses smell. You may not have the space or the food to feed them, the time to wake up early and clean them and wash them and let them out and do all the things you want to do, but you really want to have one, right? You want to race it, you want to breed them. Well, today I can stand before you and say that this is possible. On Entertaining Entropy, I'm going over things like this, so subscribe to my channel, check out some of my other videos going into NFTs, investing, trading, technology. If you like any of the things that you see, make sure to comment, leave questions if you don't understand it. I'd love to get into some more things, and if you find something really interesting like this horse breeding, I can certainly buy one and just follow it on my channel for some more insider information. Today I'll be going over 4 different platforms that are backed by cryptocurrencies or use NFT trading in cool, unique ways to give users a new, fun experience. The first one is going to be OpenSea, which is actually the #1 NFT trading marketplace in the world right now, from my understanding. It is one that you can create your own NFTs, you can have your own marketplace for people to come buy your work, and you're also able to take your assets to other platforms, such as the second platform I'll be going over today, Zed Run, which is where you guessed it. You can own horses, breed them, race them, trade them, bet on them, all kinds of cool things I'll be diving into in this video. The third place I'll be going to, the third platform, is Decentraland, which is actually a virtual space where you can walk around and own land, attend virtual events, meet people in a virtual space, and gain assets with your virtual avatar that's fully customizable, and you own everything against the blockchain, so pretty cool. The final thing that I'll be getting into is DeFi Land, which is a cryptocurrency-backed website but uses sort of a user experience that's unique, where you're running a farm. The crops on the farm are backed by cryptocurrencies and technology that's normally complicated to get into, called staking and some other forms of technology, where you're actually gaining a monetary value on the corn, on the crops that you got in the form of cryptocurrencies in the back end, but you can actually sell those while you're playing the game and make some real money. So diving right into it, let's jump in. So starting off, OpenSea is the first thing that I'm going to talk about. This is a marketplace for trading NFTs of all kinds. And this is the #1 marketplace and the leader in the NFT sales today. Started with something called Cryptokitties, but it has expanded to include so much more. It is an OpenSea, it's really vast, and NFTs bought here can be brought to many other applications. So it's a starting point, or it is a trading marketplace for not only what's traded and used there, but also brought to other platforms and applications. Although they support other payment methods, the main payment system is Ethereum. Ethereum has expensive gas prices, which means anytime you do anything on OpenSea, there's a fee, which can be expensive and impede new users. So be aware of that and add that into your costs and keep that in mind when you're buying and trading on this website. But the most popular NFT that we'll find on here on OpenSea is the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And if you haven't already heard about it, it's getting a lot of attention these days because it's traded at a volume of around $1 billion. Yes, I said $1 billion for these pictures of these apes. They look kind of cool. Go check them out if you want to find more of them. They're not cheap, especially even at the bottom, at the very bottom, the floor is even more expensive than you would expect. OpenSea itself, though, allows you to mint your own NFTs. It's super easy, and this can be anything from graphical art to music. There's a lot of groups on social media, if you find this interesting, that you can get involved with and find out about how to start your own creation and get your collection off the ground. You can sell art on OpenSea. It will be hosted there, and you can really just direct people back to that website so that they can make those purchases. One of the things that you can buy off of OpenSea is virtual horses for a website called Zed Run. This is the next thing that I'll be covering. Zed Run is going to be a platform where you can own, trade, breed, race, and bet on horses. So with this, you will have your own stable of horses. It has a lot of really cool visuals, things to watch, where a lot of these sites that are trying to do this type of thing are really just a bunch of numbers. The appealing graphics really have their own style. So you can watch live races, which are constantly happening, with cash prizes that go to the first, second, and third slots of those racers. The horses have attributes that are causing them to perform better or worse in these style of races, so every horse is not the same. The races can vary in distances, which allows for a lot of strategizing about which horse performs better at which location. And the horses can be male or female, which means you can breed them and sell the babies for money or whatever you want to do with them. So there's a lot of things that can change the value of the horse. One of those main things that can change the value of the horse, of course, is the race history. This is going to be determined by a few attributes the horse will have: its ability score, the distance preference, and something coming later called the fatigue factor. There's also something that will affect the value of the horse, which is the breed type. Starting at Genesis, it can be also legendary, exclusive, elite, cross, and pacer. The Genesis horses are the ones that were dropped at the beginning by the Zed Run developers, and as you start to dilute the bloodline, it goes down to legendary and all the way down to pacer. The originals obviously are worth more because they were dropped by the Zed Run creators, and there's other factors that are going to work in, but this is one of the main ones that are going to change the value of it. Another thing that's going to come into play is something called the genotype, which refers to the number indicating how far down the lineage a racehorse is from its original ancestors. So this is indicated by a Z. A Z1 is the original. A male and female would be a Z1 and a Z1 male and female. Therefore, the genotype the baby would have would be a Z2. If the male was a Z2 and the female was a Z1, the baby would be a Z3. You just add them together. You can actually visit the Zed Run headquarters in a virtual space called Decentraland. Decentraland is the next thing that I'll be getting into, which is a space where you can explore this world that is all plotted out, and each block you can actually purchase and put stuff in, and you have a custom created avatar that is going through this world, and it's all run through a website. You don't actually have to download anything. The things that are collected in this world are owned by you in the blockchain, and this can be anywhere from cosmetic items, cryptocurrencies, or other assets that hold monetary value. You can chat with other people whose avatars are in the same location as you when you're in Decentraland. So a lot of virtual events and activities are happening all the time. And I was going through there, just the other day, and it's like, you're walking through just any random square. There's people talking. There's things being traded. There's things happening. And you walk to another event, and there's other, things happening and being given away, and airdrops happening to your wallets and things like that. Live concerts, all kinds of, just different things to see and pictures to view and people to meet. There's even a gaming area where you can gamble real currencies or just fake currencies if you wanted to as well, just to have fun. An Atari casino, which you can go in and play blackjack and even play roulette as well in the Atari casino, or go to an aquarium casino where you can see fish swimming around, and it just goes on and on. Another place that I visited and that you can visit as well in Decentraland is the Zed Run headquarters. And located in Decentraland, you can go there to see horses on display. You can buy things through your avatar. Right now, there's actually a mini game for an event that's happening right now where they'll have you chase around a bunch of little horses that you have to capture, and you get a POAP, which is basically like a proof of attendance protocol, like a badge that they're able to then give you airdrops of unique items or give you access to exclusive events and things like that. There's also an OpenSea gallery on Decentraland where you can go and see various portraits that are selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some of them may be just for viewing purposes, and others are actually on sale and at varying prices. Some are really cheap, some are really expensive, depending on how much you want to get into it. And it really does offer for an interesting experience to go around and see these virtual spaces and start to build that metaverse that Zuckerberg and folks have been talking about, where you can actually own digital space and have people come and visit you there and see your things on display. The final thing that I'll be talking about today is DeFi Land, which uses a lot of functionality that's already in place for cryptocurrencies, but it creates a really cool and unique experience while you're doing that. So it's kind of like you're playing a game where you own a farm and you grow crops, but you're actually making money while you're doing it, which is really cool. And the crops that you're buying represent cryptocurrencies. So it makes for something that would normally be really confusing, and these crops, as you're planting them, accrue value through staking. The graphics and the gameplay are really kind of neat, and you're making money at the same time while you're doing this, so it offers for a sort of maybe relaxing experience, but also something that can gain you some monetary value while you're spending your time on it. The public sale of the DFL coin, which is what is backing this market, went on sale on November 24th, 2021. And they say that 2 weeks after that, they'll release a public beta with updated notes on gameplay. Because right now you have to be active on their Discord or get access to a private beta key in some way to be able to see that game. And they have a lot of things on their website that give information on what it is and get people excited about it. It seems like it's really developed, and I'd suggest joining their Discord if you wanted to find out more information, because there's a live community that's very active with tons of announcements. And they're constantly adding to this game and polishing it up. So I purchased some of the DFL coins, and I hope to get into this game as soon as it releases and give you guys some more information on that. So if you found today's video interesting, like and subscribe. Just throw me some comments and some questions. Maybe you wanted to see more or some more of these types of things. Maybe you want me to deep dive into these or some different things. Let me know. As always, happy investing. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your week.